Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I got another subscriber the other day. Boy, that really makes Grandpa happy. Grandma's smashing dishes in the kitchen again. Okay, we had a range today from high to low of $26.48. That's movement. Grandpa likes movement. You can make money if you've got movement in the stock. We had a high today of 483.99. 483.99. And we had a low of 457.51. Quite unexpected, I might say. And we closed at 479.86. I'm going to tell you right now, be careful up here. We're going to make a top pivot point, and I'm not quite sure if is 483.99 it. Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Yipper. Hey, great news. At 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, the Carpenters are going to sing the Don't Blame Grandpa song. Now you guys, some of you older guys like Grandpa have probably heard of the Carpenters. Well, we got the Carpenters right down the road from us here in the UP. Like I say, they're going to sing it. Grandpa's going to do a live stream at 7:30, and you guys can all listen to the Carpenters sing. And plus, I'll give you some pertinent information for tomorrow. The indexes were all down today. But Tesla performed like crazy today, so that's all I can tell you. We closed at 479.86. Divergence. Volume increased again today. 20 million shares more were bought and sold for a total of 129 million for the day on higher prices, which you would think is a kind of a positive thing. Later on in this live stream, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why high volume could be a sign of that we're getting really close to the top pivot point and or going to take a dive downwards. You would think that high volume would mean you're going to skyrocket, but that is not true. Grandpa will tell you all about why in a little bit. Vice versa, super low volume in the 30 million to 50 million range, when we get down in that range, is a sign that we're reaching our low pivot point and we're going to go up, 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 up. The dominant trend is up. That's all I can say about that. The dominant trend is still up. Pivot point. Okay, so we're going to get on a different chart here for pivot point. Let me get you to the 4-hour chart. And, oh man, can I even get it to go that low? Yep, I did. Right here at 302.70, this white line down here, that's your current bottom pivot point. Your previous top high pivot point was 367.20. 367.20. Okay. And we went off of that number down, and then we're going back up, looking for a new top pivot point. Is 483.99 our top pivot point? That's the question that you want to know. That's if you know where that top pivot point is, that's really important. Grandpa texts people what's going on and gives them his opinion, but I haven't seen that it's going to be our top pivot point yet. I believe we're looking for the 507 to 509 range, but I don't even know that for sure yet. But I will. That's what you want to know, because when we reach that top pivot point, you can expect a $50 bounce down, 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 possibly $100, and it's not that unlikely that you would get a $200 dip straight down. So if we hit it at the 507, 509 area where Grandpa's anticipating, you could see 3012, 312, 307. Mr. Mum, you're on live stream.
Good afternoon, Grandpa. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Did everybody in Grandpa Land make money today, or?
Well, Grandma, she picked up 511, and Grandpa picked up 340, and just goofing around. How'd you turn out today?
Well, I think it was 3,800.
You did.
3,825.
Did you sell them all, or
Yeah,
so you're out?
I'm out. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know where to rebuy because I texted you, right?
Right.
And now I want to thank you personally because you paid me up in advance 10 years. You know, it's $25 a month to get texts from Grandpa to know what's going on. And you appreciate them texts, don't you?
Absolutely.
Now, is that why you paid me 10 years in advance?
Was it 10?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
you Pastor Dan paid out 10 years in advance too.
Wow.
So now I feel obligated to give you real information that might help you. John Carpenter's on here. He says, "Hey, Grandpa," and Jeff, that's you. You say, "Good afternoon, Grandpa," and Paradise says, "Grandpa, you're really good looking." And then he said, "Good afternoon, Grandpa."
Well, Grandpa is good looking.
Well, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true. So
I
38.
just want to give a big shout out to Grandpa because I was taking a pretty important nap, and he called and woke me out of my sleep, and that's when I sold. So.
And so you got a pretty good price. Now you're going to rebuy at Grandpa's fair opening price, I hope, or near there.
Yeah.
And the fair opening price, while we're at it here, I haven't given it yet, is $473.79. But the problem we got, and this is why people need to get a text from Grandpa, is sometimes the fair opening price isn't what's really going to happen, and that's what's important is where are we really going to go to, right?
Right. Well, I've been trying to predict Tesla lately. Is just look at that 358 thing. That was kind of a.
Wasn't that an opportunity to buy some shares?
That was an opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, well, you got in on a chunk of that, so.
Yeah.
So you must be up about 11 now total, at least probably, huh?
I'm up about 10,000.
About 10 is where you're at. Okay.
Yep, 10,000. Yep.
Okay.
See, I give a bunch of my shares to my kids, so I'm having to calculate that
Well, when you give away $4,000 or $5,000 worth of shares, I don't think you should take that away. You if you say, "Oh, gee, I only got 10,000 up because I gave away $4,000 worth." Otherwise, you could say I was up 14, but I gave some of it away.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're making Grandpa look bad.
Oh, okay, sure.
You,
Okay,
you,
well, I don't want.
you know, I'm trying to promote stuff here, and
Right.
and you. Well, I am happy that you paid out in advance. Most people just do it a month at a time. They put it on auto send.
Well, it's a lot of work to try to remember that stuff every month.
Right. It's easier just. It's not hard to set up where you just, and it's less than $1 a day, $25 a month. So,
Right.
but I didn't expect you to pay 10 years out. You,
Right.
you, but you're not normal. But I did appreciate it.
Well, there's some women that will agree with that. That have been around me. They say I'm not normal either.
Yeah, well, none of my friends are normal. I'll cut you in on that. Uh, okay, so I better get through this live stream here,
Did
Jeff.
you see that? I don't suppose you saw that thing I sent you where Elon is telling his chip producers that he doesn't see his car business as being his primary point of focus in the future. It's going to be Optimus,
Well,
and
100%, yeah.
going forward, and the crazy thing is these little offshoot Robotaxi, Optimus, they all use the same proprietary chip and AI that he's developing. They all use the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. He's going to scale it. It's getting scaled, and another thing, another analyst was talking about is a lot of these competitors of Elon's have partnerships with other businesses, and everything that Elon does is in-house.
Right. He's got control of what he's doing. Him and
Right.
Trump.
Well, him and Trump, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then, yeah, you heard that about Trump taking away that regulation of reporting problems with. There's a requirement that they report problems with the self-driving, right? You heard that?
Right. Where if it's a software update, they call it a recall, and that's just
No, it's different than that, Grandpa. It's like if there's an incident that occurs with self-driving or any of these vehicles, even like the GM vehicles, those pickups that got the self-driving.
yeah.
If there's an incident that occurs while they're involved in this self-driving mode, it has to be. There's a federal requirement that be reported.
Yeah.
And they're saying that Trump is going to take that away.
Well, I think he should.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon's got he's Tesla's gonna fly. There's no doubt about that. It's a question of when we hit this pivot point, how far we're gonna drop, and when we're gonna hit it. And I haven't got a sign so far that we're 483.99 could be our top pivot point, Jeff. I don't know that for sure yet, but I will. I think it's going to be up into 507, 509, but that's only my opinion.
Well, but Elon today reposted a tweet on X that said 692 and then 24 something, 20 or 1492. I can't remember what it was, but it was, and Elon reposted that
Right,
because
but
there was
that could be in 7 months or a year.
right, right.
You know, what I'm talking about with the pivot point is you don't
Oh,
want to take $100 ride down. Uh, like you sold yours today and you'll rebuy tomorrow probably, but you don't want to take a ride down $100 from wherever the top pivot point is. Uh, it's ridiculous,
right.
Even though we know we're going to 700 and 1400 and 10,000 and all those numbers. The Fed rate decision's coming out tomorrow.
What
Uh,
time is that anyway? Is that like 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
yeah, 1:30, 2 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern time, and everybody's anticipating 0.25% cut, and that's most likely what they'll do, and it's most likely pretty much baked into the pie. But you are going to see some volatility tomorrow. You know, like our fair opening price of 473.79. Um, you know, uh, we could potentially see 465, 467 on the low end, and
Well, we could retest that 358, I think.
that's also a possibility. Um, I'd see that as possibly pretty fairly bullish. Hey, DLA is here.
Oh,
Hey, rich guys. Yeah, I texted or emailed DLA got a job as dispatcher. He's the head dispatcher for a huge trucking company. It was a great pay package, and so now he's in the money. And he said he didn't really have time to talk to us little guys.
right,
You
right.
know, once you're in the money like that.
Exactly.
But no, he's been really busy down there. He's got them little baby twin boys.
Yeah.
So, hey, the Carpenters are going to be doing a live stream here at 7:30 tonight with Grandpa. You've heard of the Carpenters in the past, right?
I have, yes.
Yeah. Well, I got them right up here with Grandpa, and
Okay.
boy, can they sing! Now, if you that young guy that sang last night, now he was really good.
Yeah, young David.
Yes, yes. But
Yeah.
no, these carpenters. I told the carpenter guy when he called today. He said they got one version of "Don't Blame Grandpa" ready, and I told him, I said, listen, you guys got some stiff competition already that's been out here singing.
Right.
You know, uh, I feel pretty inferior to all of them. With my voice, but I want to
Well,
get Pastor Dan singing.
oh,
Oh, that guy can sing.
well then, I mean, if he's going to do it, then there's no reason for the rest of us to try.
Well, yeah, but see, Elon might be hard of hearing.
Oh,
You just don't know. He's not really that normal. He might like you the way you sing. Did you want to sing a little bit there, Mr. Mum?
I do not.
Could just a quickie. Don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame.
Don't blame Grandpa. Don't blame Grandpa. When the price goes up, don't sell your shares because you know what'll happen when you do that. So don't blame Grandpa for sure, for sure. Just hear and move towards the goal.
Boy, that was amazing. uh,
So those carpenters got nothing on me, Grandpa.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. DOA wants me to tell him what he missed in the past month. Did Tesla go bankrupt?
It
Not
did,
yet.
yeah. It was tough times, but they got financed and they're back in business.
They're back in business.
Yep.
Yeah, DOA listened to some of our previous live streams. It's a world of information we put out here in the last few live streams. Um, but I better get at this live stream, Mr. Mom.
We'll talk to you later, Grandpa.
Hey, thanks for singing and thanks for calling. Hey, did you hear about that school shooting in the Christian school in Madison?
Yeah,
Now, they say it's a 15-year-old girl,
it is.
but when the police guy was talking, they were saying that one of the reporters said, well, it's really a transgender. You know, it's a guy, you know?
Yeah, I heard that's not true, but who knows?
Okay.
Hey, there's something way worse. Today they found a mass grave outside of Damascus with they think at least 100,000 bodies in it.
Yeah, well, they were killing people
And
there constantly.
that's not the only one. They think there's several of these.
Right.
And on this one, and I don't know how they know this, but they used a dozer to pack the bodies into the graves.
Oh, boy. Well, it makes them more squishy. That's why we think about eternity once in a while here.
Just imagine. And that person that authorized this is still walking around.
In Russia.
Yes, he is. So.
Yeah. Well, the new leader over there decided to quit threatening Israel because he wants
He did. He said he wanted to get along with Israel now.
Well, yeah, and you know why?
Well, he's got tired of being bombed.
Well, no, he wants to stay alive another week or two.
Well, that too.
Because Israel was going to take him out.
Yeah.
You know, anybody, they're big on taking out the leaders.
Yeah, they don't.
That's
No,
a
I
fact.
guess you shouldn't really laugh, but I mean, it's just stupid what's going on. So.
Yeah. Well, Tesla's heading right straight down for our
I'll
fair
talk to
open.
you later, Grandpa. We'll talk to you later. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, watch it. You might want to rebuy tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Okay, that was Mr. Mum. I got to finish up this thing here. Okay, so Fed rate cut tomorrow around 2.25 is what's expected. Who knows what they'll really do. If they don't do a rate cut, Tesla will plummet. And if they do more than 0.25, it'll be at 700. Okay, so last Friday, the fair opening price was $429.41 for Monday. So $429.41 is the fair opening price for Monday. Grandpa put that out on Friday at 4 o'clock. But then I said that that's not going to be the fair opening price, that we would gap up and open at 445 on Monday. And that is exactly what happened. And that's why you want to get a text from Grandpa. Because Grandpa, what's fair? Grandpa calculates what's fair. But if you want to know what Grandpa really thinks, you want a text. That's why Jeff and all these guys, they're Trees in his Trucker, they're signed up with Grandpa, so they get a text. You just email Grandpa at IC blinking 123, and I'll set you up. Okay, so then on Monday, Grandpa forecasts the fair opening price of $454.12 for Tuesday, when the price was up at $480. Okay, that was the fair opening price. But what is important isn't what's fair, but what's really going to happen. And Grandpa called out Monday that we would see 463.90 within 30 minutes of the open, and we hit 463.40 within 10 minutes of the open this morning, and we immediately went up $20 to the high of the day of 483.99. So my point is this: you want Grandpa to tell you what's going to happen in his text. I can only do so much in a live stream, and most of you don't listen to it anyway. But if I can text it to you, it's well worth your while. And, this is why you should email and get set up to be informed daily by text for less than $1 a day. It's $25 a month. We had blinking today to the upside. They were shorting at 501.50 almost all day, but it was not the big blinking that I'm looking for. Also at 509.50, but it tells Grandpa a story of where we're going to possibly go in our near future here. And we also had blinking at 495.50. So those were the three predominant numbers. And then towards the end of the day, when it pulled us back up to the 481 area, they were up there blinking at 515, shorting 515 for a couple hours. On the bottom side, we had buying going on at 460, 453, and 432 with the blinking. Now I'm going to give you a warning about volume a little bit, because it's hugely important, and it's a big tell for Grandpa. DLA wants, Clutch says, bye, Clutch. And DLA says, I thought we were stuck at $2.30 a share. What happened? Well, what happened? We got a new pivot point. That's what happened. Okay, so volume and why it's important. Okay, today's volume, 129, okay? It gets to a point, if we get up around the higher volume of, say, 200 million shares, 250 per day, you can just about bet this thing is going to plummet. And that's when I expect to see my blinking telling me so also, and figure out that pivot point. On the other hand, if you see volume that's down around 30 million to 50 million, if you remember back when Jeff was panicking at 212, and sold all his shares for a teeny weeny profit that he had down there at 212, the volume at one point right there hit in the 30 million range, even less than 50 million. It was hovering around 50 million a few days in a row, and went to 30, and we just skyrocketed. So low volume, big prices coming. High volume, expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Okay, let's see, what else do I got? Anything? Tesla currently is trading at 136 times next year's projected earnings, expected earnings. Tesla is trading at 136 times next year's expected earnings already. So people are uh, anticipating huge things in advance for Tesla. Okay, so and that's already baked into our share price that we're currently at. That is a lot. That's a high valuation, and don't mean Tesla's going to plummet, but it means that we can fluctuate some. Uh, we can fluctuate some. We are heading down towards, when I texted my guys today about the fair opening price, which is 473.79, and I believe you'll see that number tomorrow, no problem. But anyway, the price was 481, so about $8-9 gap down, and now we're within about $1 of it. Uh, this is what you wanna know. You want to know that, and you want to know the pivot points, and that's all I can tell you about that. So I'm going to get off here. Grandpa isn't feeling all that great, to be honest with you, and the Carpenters are coming at 7:30, and they're going to sing you a tune. I'm going to show you this 5-minute. Here's where we went down, and these are 5-minute candles. We hit that low spot right here, okay, that Grandpa called out the night before, that we were going to go there, so you could buy there and sell for $20 more. That's the way it is. And then I told Grandma to relax because we were going to buy down here again as soon as it got there, and by George, because Grandpa was taking a nap here. I was awake at 5 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and then I took a nap through the opening. Boy, was Grandma mad. She was not happy because we missed this bounce. We missed it. Jeff missed this $20 bounce too, and he wasn't even sleeping. But we got the next bounce, and so we got a little money. But it's all fun. Okay, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. We'll see you at 7:30. Bye-bye.